designing or decorating a box, and trying our best to create like depth and I guess interesting movement in the elevation without having the, I guess, flexibility for different plane changes. I thought one cool idea with this project that Brian and Ben kind of came up with was for this firewall that had to be made out of all concrete block and couldn't have any openings. They were inspired by this this house in Amsterdam, designed by Mark Kohler, and it has these concrete blocks that push and pull out and like rotate. So instead of just having a blank wall with fake windows, they tried to do something really cool and artistic. So here are a couple of views of the street presence, and with having a building over almost 70 feet tall, creating that pedestrian scale at that street level is really important. And having those residential units along the street, and some with stoops, kind of helps create more of that pedestrian scale, and having like metal and glass canopies along the street view. And then here's our latest rendering that we got done for the latest submittal that we were working on. It kind of shows, I guess, brings to life more of the elevation than in SketchUp, and it's like a really cool, I guess, presentation tool that we can use to kind of show the feeling that we want to convey and the experience that we want to show for, you know, the ultimate user at the end. And so I thought it looked really great, and that team did a good job working on that project. Thanks.
So I'm gonna fill in for Kenny Cho, who had a death in the family and couldn't make it, and so I'm not nearly as fashionable or as well-spoken as Kenny, but I'm going to do my best. So this is a student housing project that we're doing at Western University, and this is kind of an overall perspective view of it. It's on this central spine that happens in campus. That's a pedestrian. They call it the Esplanade. Right now, there's a parking lot in this place, and across from it, which is this parking lot, and across from it is this new health sciences research center. And so what we're doing is trying to play off of this architecture somewhat, but we've got the city, kind of downtown Pomona, on the other side of the site. So we're trying to mediate kind of that zone between, as a threshold between the city on one hand and the campus on the other hand. And so the city's got a lot of ideas about how it should relate to the city, and the campus has a lot of ideas about how it should relate to the campus. And so we're trying to kind of find this middle ground. I think we've decided that we'd rather it relate to the campus than to the city. Actually, where we are in the city is sort of transitional, should we say? And so, you know, part of the goal here is to not provide too many sleeping places, which could be a problem in downtown Pomona. So this is, again, that health sciences building, which happens kind of right here. So this is the plan. Pretty urban in its orientation to the streets. This is actually a street now that will go away and become a pedestrian gateway into campus. This is all university office space on the ground floor here. There's some amenities, and then the rest is student housing units, 350 beds or so of student housing. And then that's what it looks like. So you can see the kind of direct relationship to the building across the street. We at one time had hoped that these offices would be accessed directly from the Esplanade. Unfortunately, the university thinks there's a security concern there, and they're worried about muggings and things in the offices. So this is changing a little bit now, but and this box idea, if any of you've been to Pomona, the City Hall has a pretty interesting articulation of boxes that. It's clapping for me. And so we took a little bit of a cue from that, and a little bit of cue from the building across the way. There's also this blue tile that happens throughout campus, and the colors are very reminiscent of that. So we're really trying to sort of fill in one of those missing teeth in the downtown and on the campus. And we're excited about it. It's going forward. The university loves it. City loves it. And we'll see where it ends up.
Okay, so that's not really my name. My full name is Christine. And so this is a project in Glendale, apartments which we're gonna redo the exterior. It's 3/2, 1 and 2 bedroom units, 26 of them. The average square footage is 1,400 square feet, and it's this Art Deco mix thing going on.
No, don't. What are you doing?
I thought that was a laser.
That was laser. Yeah, it was laser. You're good.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, so this is the existing that I modeled. One body color and one accent color for the most part, pink and green, which we're gonna try to switch.
Match the project.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so we got these funky trellis things going on, and here's some existing photos of stuff that we're gonna hopefully try to fix. There's an exhaust vent on the top right, which is built the wrong way. Flipped around somehow. Some waterproofing issues on the decks, outside. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know what you want to classify this as. Here's our image board that we're going to try to match. Sort of the top left image is from Americana at Brad, which is the outdoor shopping plaza owned by Caruso in Glendale. Some of these retail, some of these awnings are what we're going to try to add and, to enhance our elevation. Possible light fixtures. And we're going to try to stray away from the pink and green and turn it into more beige and neutral scheme. We color blocked the office space on this side differently from the left side, and we added a bunch of awnings, stoops on the bottom. We pulled the decks out a couple more feet, and lots of enhancements to the first floor level, along with you'll notice at the top parapets we took those sharpens off and we're going to fill it in, try to square off the building and try to make it more modern. So here's some more close-up views. Here's the new color scheme up here, adding some iron and metal trim, metal details, tile accents, and just a couple more accent colors like blue and red throughout the project.
Sometimes a pause is all you need, Christine.
All right, so what's the first thing that comes to your head when you see these images? We got guys playing. Oh! Got it. We got guys playing tennis on an airplane. Yeah, nice. Roller skating down a roller coaster, base jumping, kayaking down a waterfall, and my favorite, ironing while riding a bicycle. Anything like me, Extreme comes to mind, and that's the name of the product that I'll be presenting. It's actually called the Extreme Network site, but Extreme is better for short. And we actually had a consultant call in, Jessica, and she asked if the consultant was working on Extreme, and she was like, no, but I want to. So anyway, this is from our good friends in China, same as 650 Glebe. They did this nice rendering from our SketchUp model. It's 4/1, 4 levels of wood, residential flats over 1 level of concrete, amenities, grocery store, retail, what have you. And we have kind of this interior street here that we're trying to create the Santana Row type feeling. Hopefully that's what you guys get from it. So it's 7.86 acres, 409 units, 52 dwelling units to the acre, and additional to that is 60,000 square feet of retail. We're actually sharing the site with our good friends in Oakland who are doing phase 1 with townhomes and single family. And we are phase 2 here, the large mixed-use buildings. Like I said, lots of retail at the ground floor. There's the 2 buildings, building A to the south and then building B to the north. And building B, they both have underground parking, but building B has the kind of rack feeling as well. This is the kind of the aesthetic feeling you're getting. It's very simple massing, stucco masses with a couple color changes, and then the penthouse feeling with the metal siding kind of at the top. And we were actually pretty fortunate to be able to drop some units off the top floor, which doesn't usually happen because our clients try to max everything out.
They just called me and they want 50 more units added to this.
Well, so those might go away. That was a nice little kind of rhythm to the roof line there. And then here's some just more street presence feeling, how that Santana Row might feel when you're walking through there. And then another part of the extreme thing that we got to design, this 100-foot long bridge, kind of connecting the two buildings because the parking just didn't work in building A for how small the footprint was. So people from building A can park in building B and walk across that bridge without having to go down and deal with the cars on the street level. These are things that are not real. Hoverboard, however, I wish was, and Monopoly money to be convenient. And this is how the project actually started out. We were told that it was just kind of to get the approval for the townhomes and the single family that Oakland was working on. But we got a call, and I guess it went really well with our last design submittal, and the client really liked it. So now we're going to make it real, and hopefully you'll all be seeing a lot more of extreme coming your way.
Hi, I'm a new guy. I want to see ecstasy. Well, this is a project in China. I think this is the first project that our KTY, I think, has done a project in China.